Good evening. This is Akashvani and I'm VC Pramod with the news at 9. The headlines. India and Greece agree to double bilateral trade by 2030, commit to enhance cooperation in the field of space, defence and connectivity. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates 9th edition of Raisina Dialogue in New Delhi. Greece Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis says India is a great power on the world stage. Centre says it is ready to discuss all issues with protesting farmers, including MSP, in the next round of talks. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh calls upon international community to collectively aspire for peace. And in men's FIH Hockey Pro League, match between India and Netherlands underway in Rourkela, Odisha. India and Greece have agreed to double their bilateral trade by the year 2030. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and visiting Greece Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis today held bilateral and delegation-level talks in New Delhi. During the meeting, both the countries deliberated on a range of issues and expressed their commitment to enhance cooperation in the field of space, pharma, shipping, communication, defence, agriculture and maritime and air connectivity. Highlighting the importance of India-Greece relationship, Prime Minister Modi said India and Greece have common concerns and priorities in the fight against terrorism, and both the countries discussed ways to further strengthen their cooperation in this area.
हम सहमत हैं कि सभी विवादों और तनावों का समाधान डायलॉग और डिप्लोमेसी के माध्यम से ही किया जाना चाहिए। हम इंडो पैसिफिक में ग्रीस की सक्रिय भागीदारी और सकारात्मक भूमिका का स्वागत करते हैं। यह खुशी का विषय है कि ग्रीस ने इंडो पैसिफिक ओशन इनिशिएटिव से जुड़ने का निर्णय लिया है। पूर्वी मेडिटेरेनियन क्षेत्र में भी सहयोग के लिए सहमति बनी है।
Greece Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis said both the countries talked to boost relationship in the areas of agriculture, tourism, cyberspace, among others.
Together with Prime Minister Modi, we continue building on the positive momentum in our bilateral relationship. The joint declaration that we signed in Athens a few months ago, which upgraded our relationship to a strategic level, is already being put into practice. We are making significant progress towards deepening the strategic cooperation in all spheres, in security and defense, investment and trade, science and technology, cyberspace, education, culture, tourism, agriculture.
Later, briefing the media, Foreign Secretary Vinay Mohan Quatra said they expressed concern on challenge of terrorism and condemned all its forms.
Both leaders reinforced their commitment to build the partnership in the Mediterranean Sea as also in the Indo-Pacific. They also exchanged views on how to build our cooperation in the context of India-Middle East-Europe economic corridor. Prime Minister Mitsotakis also conveyed the decision by Greece to join the Indo-Pacific Ocean initiatives led by India. The two leaders also exchanged their common concern with regard to challenge of terrorism and condemned terrorism in all its forms and manifestations.
Mr. Mitsotakis is on a 4-day state visit to India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the 9th edition of Raisina Dialogue in New Delhi today. Prime Minister of Greece, Kyriakos Mitsotakis, joined the inaugural session as the chief guest. Delivering a keynote address at the event, Greek Prime Minister said that India is a great power on the world stage and an important ally in the pursuit of peace and security.
Today, India is a great power on the world stage, an important ally in the pursuit of peace and security, a rising force at the heart of the G20, and a leading player in the fight against climate change. India's status is reflected in the strategic relations that the European Union enjoys with India. I would dare Prime Minister Modi to go further. Strengthening our partnership with India, and I'm speaking about Europe, should be a cornerstone of Europe's foreign policy. And this is certainly true for my country.
Speaking on the occasion, External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar said India's growing interest in the Mediterranean region is an important facet of our steady rise.
As India deepens its footprint abroad, Greece has emerged as a favorable destination. Our pharmaceutical industry, our agribusiness and aviation are already established there. We expect that a mobility agreement will bring us even closer. India's growing interest in the Mediterranean region is an important facet of our steady rise. The India-Greece partnership can surely serve as an anchor.
The three-day dialogue will witness participation of representatives from over 100 countries. The theme of this edition is Chaturanga, Conflict, Contest, Cooperate, Create. Ministry of Ayush and Ministry of Tribal Affairs today announced a joint initiative on public health of tribal students. The joint national level project of health screening and management through Ayurvedic interventions will benefit over 20,000 tribal students. The Ministry of Ayush, through its Research Council CCRAS, has taken this health initiative for tribal students with the joint initiative of Ministry of Tribal Affairs and ICMR NIRTH Jabalpur. Union Minister for Commerce and Industry Piyush Goyal today said India negotiates trade and investment agreements with fairness and open mind and takes care of the interests of the people. Speaking at the India-Europe Business and Sustainability Conclave in New Delhi, Mr. Goyal said that India is a trusted partner of Europe and working with the people for a free, equitable and sustainable partnership. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. Union Agriculture Minister Arjun Munda today said the government is ready to discuss all the issues including MSP demand, crop diversification and stubble issue in the next round of talks with the protesting farmers. The Agriculture Minister invited the farmer leaders for the fifth round of discussions.
किसान संगठनों के माध्यम से जो प्रतिक्रिया आई उसे संज्ञान में लेते हुए पुनः पांचवें दौर की बैठक और उस बैठक में ऐसे सभी मुद्दे जिन मुद्दे पर हम मिलकर समाधान निकाल सकते हैं वार्ता के लिए हम तैयार हैं। चाहे वो एमएसपी का हो, चाहे वो पराली का मुद्दा हो, चाहे एफआईआर का हो, चाहे क्रॉप डाइवर्सिफिकेशन का हो, ऐसे सभी मुद्दे पर बातचीत के लिए हम तैयार हैं।
He also urged the protesting farmers to maintain peace. Meanwhile, the centre has asked Punjab government to maintain law and order in the wake of farmers' agitation. Sources said Union Home Ministry has sent an advisory to the state government in this regard. In a related development, Haryana government and centre filed a petition in Punjab and Haryana High Court seeking directions to prevent the farmers' gathering with modified tractor trolleys at Shambhu and Kanhori border. However, the court refused urgent hearing of the plea. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has called upon the international community to collectively aspire for peace. He was addressing the formal opening ceremony of the 12th edition of the multi-nation exercise Milan in Visakhapatnam today. Mr. Rajnath Singh emphasized that the armed forces play a dual role, conduct wars as well as maintain peace and good order. The minister stressed that international military exercises have emerged as crucial mechanisms for fostering friendship, understanding, cooperation and military interoperability among friendly nations. Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar today said the poll panel will take all steps to ensure inducement-free, black money and muscle power-free Lok Sabha elections. The CSC was addressing the media in Patna after the end of his three-day visit to Bihar to review the poll preparedness of the upcoming Lok Sabha elections. He said the Commission is fully committed to conducting free and fair Lok Sabha elections.
हम पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव से मिले तो कमीशन का ये प्रयास है कि जो इलेक्टोरल रोल्स है वो पूरी तरीके से प्योर हो और हेल्दी हो। तो प्योरिटी का मतलब क्या है कि उसमें जो लोग जुड़ने चाहिए वो जरूर जुड़ जाएं, जो लोग नहीं रहने चाहिए उसमें जो डेड हैं या शिफ्टेड हैं या मल्टीपल एंट्रीज हैं उनको हट जाना चाहिए और मेल फीमेल पीडब्ल्यूडी सीनियर सिटीजन्स के सफिशिएंट जो नंबर सेंसस के हिसाब से फिगर आती हैं वो होनी चाहिए।
The National Human Rights Commission today issued a notice to the West Bengal government over alleged unabated human rights violations due to violence in Sandesh Khali in North 24 Parganas district. Taking suo motu cognizance of media reports over the incident, the Commission asked the State Chief Secretary and Director General of Police to send reports within 4 weeks over the violence and the action taken against the perpetrators of the crime. Meanwhile, a team of the National Commission for Scheduled Tribes will visit Sandesh Khali tomorrow. Over 700 individuals fell ill due to food poisoning during a religious event in Maharashtra's Buldhana, Nandurbar and Hingoli districts. The district health departments reported that all patients are now in the process of recovery. In Buldhana district, 100 individuals were admitted to the rural hospital after consuming prasad and experiencing food poisoning symptoms in Lonar. Similarly, in Nandurbar district, over 250 people fell ill after consuming prasad in Ranale. Health officials said that more than 150 have already been discharged after recovery. Pakistan's Supreme Court today dismissed a plea seeking the February 8 general elections to be declared null and void as the petitioner failed to appear for 2 consecutive hearings. The petitioner, Ali Khan, filed an application last week urging the Apex Court to order new elections within 30 days to be held under the direct supervision of the judiciary to ensure fairness, transparency and accountability. He had also sought a stay order to stop the formation of a new government till the case was decided. In the men's FIH Hockey Pro League match at the Birsa Munda Hockey Stadium, Rourkela, India are now playing against the Netherlands. When reports last came in, India versus Netherlands score was 1 each. In another match today, Australia defeated Spain 4-1. India has so far had a good performance in the Pro League, having won 2 of its 5 games in regulation time. The team's exceptional resilience was put on display when they defeated the Dutch and Spain in shootouts, thereby earning valuable bonus points. The Netherlands is leading the chart ahead of Argentina and Australia. In Khelo India University Games, Ashtalakshmi, Punjab University won the gold medal in the men's basketball. In the final match held in Guwahati today, they defeated University of Madras. Jain University from Karnataka secured bronze. In the women's category, Jain University defeated University of Madras to clinch the gold medal. In women's kabaddi, Chandigarh University defeated Bharati Vidyapeeth University by 35 to 32 points to win the gold medal. In swimming, Assam's girl Uttara Gogoi, who was represented Chandigarh University, won 1 silver and 2 bronze medals today. In Jammu and Kashmir, Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha formally inaugurated the 4th edition of the Khelo India Winter Games in Gulmarg today. Union Minister of State for Youth Affairs and Sports, Nishit Pramanik, was also present on the occasion. The 5-day event will see the participation of around 1,000 athletes and sportspersons from 20 different states and UTs of the country. Games like skiing, snow mountaineering, Nordic skiing and alpine skiing are the major features for the 4th Khelo India Winter Games. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. India and Greece agree to double bilateral trade by 2030, commit to enhance cooperation in the field of space, defence and connectivity. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates 9th edition of Raisina Dialogue in New Delhi. Greece Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis says India is a great power on the world stage. Centre says it is ready to discuss all issues with protesting farmers, including MSP, in the next round of talks. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh calls upon international community to collectively aspire for peace. And in men's FIH Hockey Pro League, match between India and the Netherlands underway in Rourkela, Odisha. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and News on AIR app. That's all in the news at 9. Good night.
ऐसा नहीं चलेगा, बंटवारा कर दो अम्मा।
हाँ अम्मा, बंटवारा कर दो।
हाँ हाँ अम्मा, बंटवारा करो।
अरे क्यों चाहिए परिवार में बंटवारा?
अम्मा घर का नहीं,
क्या
कूड़े का बंटवारा करना है।
साग सब्जी सूखी पत्ती जैसा गीला कूड़ा हरे डिब्बे में और टूटा प्लास्टिक पन्नी आदि जैसा सूखा कूड़ा नीले डिब्बे में।
तो ऐसा बोलो ना, गाँव को स्वच्छ बनाना है। भाई मैं तो डर ही गई थी। हाँ
प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी का देशवासियों से आग्रह है कि स्वच्छ भारत मिशन ग्रामीण कार्यक्रम में साथ निभाएं। गीले कचरे को सूखे कचरे से अलग कर सही तरीके से निष्पादन करें और अपने गाँव को संपूर्ण स्वच्छ बनाएं।
जागा रे जागा रे जागा, गाँव जागा रे जागा रे जागा रे जागा।
पेयजल और स्वच्छता विभाग, जल शक्ति मंत्रालय की पेशकश।